Welcome to episode 61 of Sorry for the Delay. I'm your editor, Mia. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Sorry for the Delay. In this episode, the boys are sharing turkey cooking tips. We get a debate about whether cereal can be classified as soup, and we explore cultural awareness around tamales. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to episode 61 of Sorry for the Delay. We are your hosts. My name is Sean. This is Joshua. Joshua, we are in the groove. It is Thanksgiving week. I am getting prepared by making my turkey defrost itself in the refrigerator.
Damn.
As you can tell, I'm not that sick anymore, everybody. So welcome to the episode. Joshua, how are you doing?
That was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot to unpack right there. Yeah,
a lot of energy right now, buddy. A lot of energy. Been up since like at least 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm here. I'm with you. I might have pre-gamed before I got on. So who knows what's gonna happen?
Well, it's also a night episode too, so sometimes these get a little weird. I think this is the second one in a row that we're doing this at night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it should be pretty good. But I'm doing pretty well. It's, as you can tell, like if you're watching, like I got a beanie on right now. Mm-hmm. I have a hoodie, and I also have like a windbreaker on.
You're so cold.
It's
so cold.
It's cold right now, and I'm over here complaining because I think, like, if I look at my phone right now,
you don't know what cold is, motherfucker.
I know that's why I'm like, I don't really want to complain about it. Like, it's literally only 59 degrees right now, so it's not like that cold, but it's cold enough to where like I need to wear this shit because my room gets pretty fucking cold up here. But other than freezing, I do have another story about what happened to me yesterday when I got home from work. If you're interested in another story,
just right before the story, Joshua. I'd like to point out we are not sponsored by any of the skate companies that Joshua is representing. I'm pretty sure DC went out of style, at least in the mid-2000s. And Vans is still kicking, I'll give you that. So, just saying, not sponsored by any of them. So go ahead with your story.
We're not. I mean, we don't have any sponsors whatsoever. We are the sponsor at this point. Like, there's no sponsors. Jesus Christ. That would be nice though. But anyways, a quick story. So I got home last night, and if you were watching a few episodes ago, I talked about how I had a rat problem, and I didn't know what to do about this rat problem. So lo and behold, something happened, either a gift from nature or whatever you want. The universe spoke to me, but as soon as I got home, this cute little, I call it cute. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's cute. Maybe it's not. So I got into my garage, and this little guy literally walked out to me and got up on its back legs like Ratatouille would in a cartoon, and just looked right up at me. What
the fuck?
Like as if he was telling me, or she. I didn't check to see if it had genital. I don't know what it was. Right. But it looked up at me as almost saying, thank you for not killing me.
Huh. Are you sure it was the same one?
I don't know, but I'm gonna get, I know that's, I was talking to my girlfriend about that too. She's like, do we got more than one? I was like, no, I don't know. So the cool thing about it was, I was like, man, should I just stomp this thing or whatever? Obviously I'm not going to do that. So what did I do? I just stood still, and it literally looked at me for a little bit, looked to the left, looked to the right. And then it proceeded, and it just walked out of my garage underneath the car and off down towards the street. So, I didn't have to kill the rat that I had a problem with, which is I'm pretty happy about. Okay. But I'm kind of sad because as I closed my door, my garage door, I literally thought to myself, "Oh no, now it's outside with all the cats." So I had this kind of feeling like, is this thing going to get
too much sympathy for this creature of death, Joshua? Too much sympathy.
All right.
Too much.
All right.
You should have just curb stomped that shit like Malcolm X. All right.
I just had to tell that quick story because, I mean, Jesus Christ, it was kind of cool that it walked up to me and it said hello and then it said goodbye. You know, and I didn't.
Yeah, you know why I did that? Because it knew that you were a little. Well, I can't say that on camera. That's why it did it.
Yeah. Well, that's my happy little story. So if you like animals, I didn't kill it, and it maybe in one way or another, I released it. But as we always do, Sean,
its friends.
do you got anything in your cup? Like how are we doing this?
Yeah, Brody.
Today? Like what are we getting at?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for asking me first. I appreciate that. You're learning how to be a more responsive guest and host. Today, buddy, I'm taking a book from you, baby. I'm just drinking a straight whiskey in this motherfucking glass.
Shit.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's bourbon and Coke. But specifically, there is an ice cube in here that nobody can see because it's covered by the Cokie. That is in the shape of a rose because I was out at the grocery store the other week. And as I was buying my turkey for Thanksgiving, which is this coming Thursday, if you guys have forgotten. So good luck. I guess you could get a fresh turkey and do that. Anyways, they have these gift things now, Joshua. They have these gift like boxes with whiskey in them, and they give you like little toys and shit like that. But one of them was a Four Roses bourbon small batch that had a set of ice cubes that you could do that were in the shape of roses, which is pretty fucking cool. So I was like, I'm going to get that because it was the same price as the bottle of whiskey. So I was like, cool beans. So yeah, okay. I'm just drinking a bourbon and Coke. So what about you? What are you drinking on this Thanksgiving week?
Yeah, a couple simple ingredients there. Last week, all I had in my cup was Bucanas. Everybody knows that I like that shit. So what I decided to do this week to make it a little bit more interesting, I had to throw it back. This was suggested by one of our viewers. I can't remember what episode, but they suggested splash a little bit of that little Red Bull Give You Wings.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
So I went ahead and did a little Bucanas. I splashed some Red Bull on it, and to give it a little acidity, I added a little bit of lime juice. So that's what's in my cup tonight, and it actually tastes pretty freaking good. And it being a night episode, I need a little pick me up because, I'm a little tired. These night ones kind of get to us a little bit.
Yeah, the night ones are kind of hard, man, because like we're out during the day, we're out there making that bread, can't afford all this luxury behind us, without putting in a little hard work. But I get you. Night episodes are a little tired.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so that is what's in my cup, and it's actually pretty tasty.
Nice, man. Hey, cheers, buddy. Cheers to you. Cheers to everybody watching and listening. We do really appreciate that shit. Happy Thanksgiving. Although for the last few weeks I've kind of been shitting on it, but I did want to bring up a point to Thanksgiving that I think I missed over the last few weeks is that Thanksgiving is really more about just being with the people that you love. And so if you got a bunch of people that you love and a bunch of people you like hanging out with, invite them over, make them some food, be a good host, give them some drinks. Don't forget about them. Don't make them get their own drinks, and just have a good time, guys. So that's what this week is about. We're cheersing to that. We're cheersing to you guys. We're cheersing to all of it. And here's to Christmas, buddy. Yeah, it's coming up soon.
It's right around the corner. But Sean, as I mentioned on a couple episodes, Thanksgiving for me is a fun time to tell stories.
Yes.
So before we get any deeper into this episode, maybe I should share the final installment of a Thanksgiving tale. I think that's what a tale with a T-A-I-L. Yeah. We'll see if while I cue this up, we'll see if that got edited because I think my editor fixed that. So let me cue this up.
Oh, so now you have an editor. Is Mia doing side? Where's Mia at? I'm gonna fucking. Where's she at? Got you doing side stuff, Mia? Not even telling me. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
So we got the final. We're gonna do the final stall. Let me see if I can go ahead and because typically I mess all this up. Is the way it usually goes.
He tries his best, everybody. He tries his very best.
Yeah.
But
let's do this. We're gonna share this. Sean, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen, buddy.
All right. Yes. Are you ready for the final chapter? And look, I think they fixed tail, right? Is that how you spell?
Yeah, tail is fixed, yes. Although now that you kind of fixed it, I kind of wish it was back to the way it was originally. It was kind of nice because turkey and tail and it was like Thanksgiving and tail. It was just kind of nice. But oh well, it's fixed. So
all right, buddy.
Go for it, buddy.
Here we go.
He woke abruptly to the sound of distant laughter. heart pounding in his chest, the room filled with an eerie half-lit casting of long shadows that danced ominously on the walls. As Sebastian sat up in bed, he realized he was no longer in the house he had moved into, but instead back in his childhood home. Every corner and creak intimately became familiar. Sebastian's head spun with confusion as he tried to grasp the fading remnants of his dreams. He stumbled out of bed and made his way down the hallway, which seemed to stretch longer than he remembered. The laughter grew louder, more distinct. As he reached the living room, he found himself standing before a scene that was both heartwarming and unsettling. His family gathered around the fireplace, talking and laughing as if no time had passed. His mother, with her warm, welcoming smile, his father with his stern but kind demeanor, and his siblings, older and yet frozen in time, filled with the same youthful exuberance. Sebastian felt a surge of emotions, a mix of longing and fear. The house held its breath, waiting for his next move. He took a hesitant step forward, feeling the weight of his decisions and the passage of time pressing down on him. Sebastian knew that this was no ordinary dream. It was a call to reconcile with the past, to bridge the gap that had grown between him and his loved ones. Determined, he stepped into the living room, the warmth of the fire contrasting with the chill in the air. As he opened his mouth to speak, the scene began to shimmer and blur, reality reclaiming its hold. But the resolve within him remained strong. He closed his eyes and shook his head. What is going on, he thought to himself. He opened his eyes, and before him there was a scene of his parents cheering him on at a baseball game, where he hit the game-winning home run. Overwhelmed with confusion, this had never happened. He then realized this was what his parents imagined happened. But instead, he struck out and they lost the championship that year. Once again, he closed his eyes and shook his head. Sebastian wanted all this to stop. The thought of disappointing his parents was unbearable. He opened his eyes and was back in his childhood home. Sebastian was at peace once again. In front of him was a table covered in a sea of Thanksgiving treats and a turkey that could feed a small army. As his family gathered around the table, they took a moment of silence to themselves. Sebastian thought this was odd, because he could not ever remember doing this growing up. Sebastian slowly walked towards the table, and at the far end he saw two pictures. One of him the day he moved away, and the other, a picture of his younger sister in her favorite white dress. Happy to see his family all together once again, he gave his mom and dad a quick hug from behind and tapped his siblings on the back as he walked by. Reaching the end of the table, Sebastian could not help but ask himself why these photos and why on this day. Sebastian then looked up and saw his family was gone, and at the other end of the table was once again the girl in the white dress. At this moment, Sebastian then realized this girl that had been haunting him this whole time was his sister, and the promise he had made was to come home and see her. Suddenly, Sebastian saw the moment that changed his life forever. It was the night he slept too well. Sadly, Sebastian never woke up that night, and everything that followed was his permanent nightmare. Sadly, his younger sister also passed away in a tragic accident that same week.
God.
His family was devastated and heartbroken. This was their first Thanksgiving without them. None of his family could ever imagine living the rest of their lives without them. Sebastian's sister reached out from across the table, and in a soothing voice said, "Do not be sad, brother. You are home now. We can finally be together like you promised." Taking her hand, they started down that long hallway and walked to the door that had gotten them there. Sebastian took one look at his family. The prayers were over, their faces happy. They were enjoying themselves once again. Sebastian looked over to his sister and asked, "Will we ever see them again?" And she replied, "Yes, Sebastian, sooner than you think."
Damn.
And that's how it ended, buddy.
Damn, Joshua.
That's how Sebastian's...
Holy shit. What a somber story.
Nobody ever said it was supposed to be a happy Thanksgiving tale.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess not. I have two things on this one, as I have come to do. The first one was, why in the fuck was the boy standing backwards on the baseball field? Like, he wasn't even in the motion of play. He was like he wasn't even facing.
He lost the game. That was the whole point. He messed up. He lost the game. The championship is over for the kid. So one of the cool concepts that I came up with right there is I've been watching the show The Penguin. And I don't want to spoil The Penguin, but there is a particular scene where the child, or he's a child in this part of the show or whatever, and as a child he remembers this happening differently than the mother happening. So I kind of borrowed that idea from that, where as a kid, you kind of think one thing, or your parents are thinking one thing, but what actually happens is something totally different than reality. So okay. I kind of borrowed that little bit of a concept from that, because we all dream, we all have it, but reality is another thing. So,
okay. The second thing I have for you, buddy, is just wanted to point out this small detail here. The misspelling of the gravestones was quite hilarious to me, but it lacked in comparison to what appears to be the AI strongly suggesting that the world will succumb to a zombie apocalypse with the posters in Sebastian's room. That, I don't know how to take that. So there's that.
Yeah, it's funny because when you generate through AI, it doesn't always... So you try to put like quotation marks and you try to really make it specific, but sometimes AI does not generate wording very well. It's focusing on the image more than it is on the type. Yeah, so and I wasn't going to spend, weeks on this thing. So that's what we were to come up with this short amount of time, but that was... Yeah, that's what I got for you.
Overall, buddy, great job. I'm very proud of you. You did great. The story was pretty good. I'll give you that. I still think my favorite one was last week's episode. This one just got real sad real quick.
It was supposed to. It was supposed to.
I'm kind of like, I'm all for like sad stories, but like... Yeah. Man, I'll turn this one off like at the middle of this one. I'll turn that story off at that point. So
I thought you were actually going to point out. I thought you were going to point out, as far as the detail goes, when the pictures come up, the girl was not in the white dress in the photo in the picture. Oh. She was actually wearing a black dress. I was like, is he going to point that out?
I mean, I I'm all for my white dresses and black dresses. I have a whole album about that. But I was fine with it. I was like, it's whatever. So good job, Joshua. That was wonderful.
Jesus.
Now let's give the people a fucking palate cleanser here. Let's fucking move on to the newsroom. Let's get some topics. Let's brighten this episode up. God damn.
All right. Sliding over to the topics of the day, Sean. Would you like to read them? How's your voice doing?
Yeah, my voice is good right now. I can read them. So we have, is cereal a soup? All right. Viewer question. Cool. Thanksgiving parties. The one we missed last week. Not on the top of the list, by the way. Just like it's still on the bottom. So who knows if we'll get to that one on Thanksgiving week.
We'll get through it.
Extreme weather. And then the last one is going to be beer goggles 2.0.
There we go. Okay. All right, Sean. This is the one that I have is this. I'm just curious, Sean. What are your thoughts on cereal? Is cereal a soup?
Okay.
We're talking about food, Thanksgiving, right? So is cereal a soup?
Yeah. So here's my take on that real quickly. No, cereal is not a soup. And the way I justify soups are as followed. 1, they have to be hot or warm in order to be considered a soup in my eyes. Okay. So if it's cold, then I don't really think of it as a soup. So then you can make the argument, is macaroni and cheese a soup? Because you basically just put that into a bowl, heat that shit up, and you go, soup. And then I would say to you, yes, it is a soup. Because you would also put broccoli and cheese, which is a notorious soup, into a bowl. The difference here is that it's hot. So yes.
So cereal is not a soup.
Yep. Okay. What about you? How you feeling on that? I want to know your take on that.
I agree. I think cereal is just cereal. I consider cereal a breakfast food. I don't think it's a soup, but I think there is a debate there. If you want to have a long forum, like what's the definition of it? But
Well, hang on.
I'm not a big fan of cereal anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why this is null and void. So the question I'm going to ask you is, do you consider oatmeal a soup?
No, because I don't eat that either.
Oh,
I don't eat oatmeal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For the record, I do consider oatmeal a soup because it's heated. Unless you're eating cold oats, then it's weird.
Like overnight
oats?
More
power to you. I can never. So
yeah, overnight oats. Maybe. Yeah. All right, just real quick.
All
right. Viewer question, Sean. We did this last week.
Oh God.
We did this last
to the
week.
viewer who had the question, I'm sorry. I hope you still listen. Please. We need all the help.
So for everybody listening, Sean really upset the viewer. He made this viewer upset. They actually are not subscribed anymore, and they are no longer listening.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Well then.
Just kidding. Totally kidding on that one. The viewer, she's totally cool. But she did have another question, Sean. And the question that was posed after you answered the way you answered last week, like why you're up in Washington. So the question is what would it take for you to move back home?
Oh shit. That's fucking great. Fuck. I mean, there's a few ways I can answer this one. But I think I will take the honest route on this one. Is if anything happened to any of my family, I'd probably move back. That includes Joshua or any of his people. I think that would be the only way I would move back at this point. But that doesn't mean I won't ever move back just for funsies. I've been toying with the idea of maybe moving further south, down towards the LA area, because I have a face for radio, and I think I could do pretty good there. And mainly because I want to be a puppeteer at Disneyland. Spoiler alert, that's like my dream fantasy. But I think that would be the only way if anything really happened to my family. So for now, I'm up here hanging out. It's like a strip club, I can look but can't touch kind of thing.
So if Watsonville, or Santa Cruz, San Jose, if Funko opened up,
oh, I'm down there.
Giant warehouse.
I'm going to open that shit up.
Would that stop you?
Yes, 100%. 100%. I null and void everything I just said. If Funko opens a facility down there, I will take it. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to start that shit up. It's just going to be me and everybody else. So I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay. So. All right. Cool. Well, there you go for the listener. There's your answer. That's what it would take for Sean to do that. Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy. Thanksgiving themed parties. Let's fucking get it. Thanksgiving themed parties, Joshua. Mm-hmm. Do you have any opinions on that, buddy? Do you have what's going on with your?
So I'm all for like themed parties. Obviously, me and Sean really enjoy Halloween. Not a huge fan of Christmas, but yeah, we decorate. It's pretty fun. Again, the gathering of family and all that. Just everything that comes with the spirit, right? Other than the fucking stress that comes with it too, because the holidays can be very stressful. So in preparation for this, I wanted to like present to Sean like pictures of Thanksgiving themed parties, but I got to be honest with you, I didn't find one picture that didn't look like every other picture that I fucking looked at. Everything had pumpkins on the table, white tablecloths, so boring. Every picture that I looked at was boring. Etsy, TikTok, whatever. There was nothing that was appealing to me. Everything just seemed dull and just the same kind of shit. So when it comes to themes, I would have loved to have seen like somebody really mix it up, but I don't know if there's really anything different than slapping some pumpkins, some squashes, just some basic shit on your table to make it look any better. So if somebody could theme up something better than what I saw, the thousands or hundreds, it wasn't really thousands, but I don't know if there's a theme out there that I really liked based off of everything I saw.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But I have a call to action. Listen, if you've made it this far, you are about, I don't know, 20 minutes into this episode right now. You're about to have Thanksgiving dinner, okay? I want to see what your Thanksgiving dinner looks like. So, if you guys want to hit us up on the Instagram, hit us up on the TikTok, post a photo link in the comments up below. Like, I want to see what your Thanksgiving dinner look like, because as Joshua said, the typical Thanksgiving is real basic, real easy, real pumpkins on the table kind of thing. So show us what yours looks like. Kinky. I like the way that sounded. But Joshua, to elaborate on that, I think the way that you have a really cool, like, themed Thanksgiving is if you had a turkey farm. Hear me out.
Okay.
You get 3 little baby turkeys. All right. Maybe you put them in the corner of your room. Okay. And they're just there. They're just there in a little pen, right? And they're just hanging out and doing their little turkey thing. Okay. And then what you do, Joshua, you have those turkeys in that corner. You bring out the cooked turkey, you set it on the table, and you look at them directly in their little turkey eyes, and you go, next year, this is going to be you. You know, you strike fear into those little turkeys, so that way, they love you even more for keeping them alive that year. You know? I think that's the way you make the turkey party better. Just add more turkeys to it. Just put it like a centerpiece of turkey. Take the pumpkins out of it. Just put more turkeys. You just need more turkeys. That's all it is. So,
I don't know if I agree with that. Just you're basically like showing them like death over and over. Like how long do turkeys live? I wish we knew the answer to this. Like, can you
forever.
keep a turkey from one season to the next, and does the meat get worse as they get older? Like, you know,
good question.
Like,
I would assume that it does, because like cows, you know, as you grow older, you know, your ligaments and your muscles have gotten like wear and tear, you know, so you're probably all chewy and shit. So,
yeah. I don't. What would a pet turkey be like? Would it be just as annoying as like chickens in your backyard? Did they make a lot of noises?
Oh, probably. You know? Yeah, probably. I wasn't thinking that far ahead, buddy. I just want to have some pet turkeys in my home here. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to see some turkeys. But speaking of turkeys, Joshua, and speaking of parties and stuff like that, I know you don't do any of the cooking and stuff for your Thanksgiving. I know you just sit back there and just twiddle your thumbs, I guess, for the most part.
I'll do dishes.
But I kind of wanted
I'll
to.
Do dishes. I mean, I'll do
well,
something.
yeah, that's why I'm flying you up here so you can do my fucking dishes, because I'm going to be the one cooking the turkey this year, and I just wanted to give some helpful hints and tips on how to do your turkey properly this year. So if you guys are doing your turkey, I do actually have some legitimate tips for you. Number 1 is plan out the pounds per turkey per person. All right, this is a really important step, because a lot of people think that if you're just feeding 3 people, you should just get like a 16-pound turkey. You shouldn't. You should get a smaller turkey. Trust me, it'll save you time in the long run. The second thing is spatchcock your turkeys, everybody. And what that means is you take out the little backbone from its little turkey back, and then you lay that shit flat on a saucepan or a baking sheet, and you shove it into the oven, and it cooks twice as fast because it's nice and even. It doesn't look as good, but it does help cooking the turkey. So there's that. Third thing, final thing, is the most important one for me, at least personally, is do not put stuffing into your turkey. Because first of all, that stuffing that goes into the turkey is going to be so hard to regulate the temperature of, and most of the time people get sick because of that. So don't do that. And if you do that, be extra careful with the temperature. So, and I guess you could just buy a thermometer. Joshua, buy a thermometer.
No, I got plenty of those. The batteries is what's the problem. You know, I got thermometers, the batteries. You know, those shits are expensive.
Makes sense.
I mean, I can't even afford to turn the heat on over here. Look at me. I'm freezing.
You're fucking freezing over here.
Yeah. I mean, talk about batteries. So, well, okay, Sean, you just given all that advice, right, to how to do it the best way.
Yes.
Does it bother you when somebody doesn't give a shit whether you burn the toast or not? Like, no matter how hard you work on the dish, they fucking just like throw ketchup on it, and they're just like, fuck all the flavor that you just put into that bitch.
No, it doesn't bother me, because it goes back to the etiquette, Joshua. It goes back to the etiquette. As long as they have a little bit of bite with nothing on it, the way I seasoned it, the way I made it, then I'm okay with whatever you do. You have one bite of that, and then if you don't like it, then go ahead, add whatever you want. Because at that point, I don't care. Like,
what if they
now
didn't,
it's on
though?
your plate.
What if they just salted the hell out of it and put, pepper and just totally destroyed all of the flavors that you sweated over all morning long? Would that bother you? Or no, like you just don't give a shit?
Well, to be fair, if they're adding that much salt and pepper, then I clearly did not flavor it as well as I thought I did. So,
they worked in a coal mine their whole life, and they just can't taste shit.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me.
Lacking of, flavor in their tongue because they're.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me at all. But like I said, I'm doing the Thanksgiving dinner this year, and I'm going to be posting some pictures so you guys can see for that. And head on over to sorryforthedelay.live. And check out the episode description and stuff, and I'll post some pictures, and then I'll post some pictures of you guys who sent us the pictures too, because I want to see everybody's Thanksgiving meal. That's my big thing this episode. I want to see how everybody cooks their Thanksgiving meal, whether it be turkey or tamales or fucking whatever you're doing. Let us see. I want to be inside your kitchen with you, unperverted.
And you know what's funny? I'm glad you said the word tamale, because I was having a discussion yesterday, and I was surprised to hear that not a lot of people even know what to do with the tamale. Does this surprise you? Some people think that, believe it or not, I heard that some people think that you actually eat the corn husk, right? The thing is it the husk? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
You don't eat outside?
Because I eat that.
No, nobody eats that shit. I was surprised to hear that people think that you're supposed to eat that shit. Am I just being ignorant because I've grown up around tamales my whole life? It's just me being ignorant of that?
Probably. I think that's what it is. I mean, I think in a situation like that, if you're bringing tamales to an event like that, you kind of set yourself up for that slap in the face of, I don't want to say racism, but stereotypism, because you shouldn't just go ahead and blatantly assume that everybody knows how to eat a tamale because you are so accustoed to them. So
and that's what happened.
Throw that out there.
Tamales were brought to an event, to like a potluck type. Everyone brings their dish, right? Mm-hmm. Tamales are laid out, bomb ass tamales here, bought locally. Like the homemade kind of shit, and they got laid on the table, and people were walking up, going, "How do you eat these shits?" So over and over and over again, they had to be told how to eat these things, and. Yeah. I think I even heard one of them wanted to put ketchup on it. They're like, "Do you put ketchup on these things?"
Hey, people put ketchup on eggs. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Grill me in the fucking comments.
Can you put ketchup on tamales?
You can put whatever you want on a tamale. I don't care. That's up to you. Food is the one thing that is unsubjective to anything. You can do whatever you want to food. I don't care. Tamales, put ketchup on them. Throw some Eggos in the freezer. I don't care. Gross. Do whatever you want.
That seems gross, dude.
No. But I'm standing by my statement here. Like, you go on the assumption that everybody has had a tamale, but there are a lot of people who haven't experienced a lot of things. And so not everybody knows how to do certain things. Joshua, I can imagine you don't know how to fix a car, right?
I don't.
Not your forte?
I mean, yeah. I could change a battery.
Yeah. If that.
Battery.
Yes, sure.
I could put oil into a car, because mine leaks all over the place. So I certainly have a lot of experience doing that.
Yeah, but do you know how to make a wonton?
No, I don't.
Like from scratch?
I don't.
Exactly.
I don't.
Exactly. So it's fun for us to assume these things, but it's another thing if people are legitimately confused on how to eat something. So we just got to take that into account.
Okay. That's fair.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That is fair.
Nothing wrong with that. And with that being said, Joshua, we're a little past the halfway point for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Thanksgiving episode. I know it's not as energetic as it should be, but it's a late night pod. And you know what happens when we get late night? We get real irresistibly late night. And so, because of that, Joshua, I have a new AI song for you. And I'm tired of talking about turkeys. I wanted to do something a little different, buddy. Now, the AI music generator that we use has came out with a new version called 4.0. God damn it, I can't speak. But it's a new version. It sounds amazing, Joshua. I'm going to play it for you right now with our new AI song, which you can hear in its entirety on sorryforthedelay.live/AI radio. and you can hear it there. But Joshua, this song is called Hats Back, Drinks Up. That's the way I like to... No,
oh,
it's not.
shit.
It's not.
I was going to say, did you ruin that song by doing that?
No, I did not. But this song is called Hats Back, Drinks Up. This is for all of you listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us on your Thanksgiving week. We hope it's a great one. I hope you didn't burn your turkey or ham or tamales or soup or whatever you are doing that you are eating. God damn it, Josh. I'm just going to stop talking. Here's the song. Enjoy it.
Hands back, drinks up, heads down, just watch the show. We're rolling in, it's Friday night, got the music turned up, feeling alright. Laughter fills the air and the vibe is gold. Let the good times roll, let the stories unfold. The world outside, yeah, it can wait. We're living for now, forget the wait. With the crew by my side, there's nowhere to go. Just a little love and a lot of soul. We're dancing like no one's watching us. Worries fade away, it's just us. Got no plans, got no cares. Just this moment everywhere. Hats back, drinks up, heads down, just watch the show. We're burning bright, let the good times flow. Running wild, let it all go. Hats back, drinks up, heads down, just watch the show. We're living loud, we're letting it glow. One night with the ones we know. The night's young and we're feeling free. Pass the bottle, take a shot with me. Music's thumping and the lights are low. We're dancing through the streets, just going with the flow. It's a celebration, we're feeling alive. No stress, no pressure, just the high. The world's got nothing on us tonight. We're soaring up, yeah, reaching new heights. We're laughing till we lose our breath. Forget about what's coming next. Living for the now, right here, right now. This moment is ours, we're making it count. Hats back, drinks up, heads down, just watch the show. We're burning bright, let the good times flow. Running wild, let it all go. Hats back, drinks up, heads down, just watch the show. We're living loud, we're letting it glow. One night with the ones we know. The night is ours, no need to rush.
All right, Joshua, there you go.
Woo.
There's your AI song for
There
the
we
week.
go.
Hats back, drinks up, baby. How'd you feel? You feel
I'm a little
energized?
bummed.
You feel? Do you
I
feel
mean,
like fucking?
I'm wearing a beanie today, so I kind of messed that. You know what I mean? Like
I know
I'm kind
you
of
did.
going against
I
the
know.
grain there. But I like that song. I do.
Yeah, that's a good one, buddy. I think we can thank your brother for that idea. Are we correct on that one? He gave us that idea for the hats
Yeah.
back, drinks up one.
Yeah,
That's
he did.
amazing.
He did. He did. He threw out a suggestion, which I thought was a pretty good suggestion. So cheers to him. You know,
Cheers.
cheers,
Appreciate
brother.
that.
Appreciate
And
that.
again, if you guys have a suggestion for a song you want us to fucking create with AI, fucking let us know. We'll put it in there and see how weird it gets.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But yeah, I do like that one, buddy. I think that one's gonna go into my playlist. It's just got a nice like little just fucking hats back, drinks up. Fuck yeah. So
That's what we do right
I feel
here.
it. Yes, sir. All right, let's move on. Extreme weather. Let's get through these chat with us topics.
Yeah, we can get through this.
What do you got for that one, buddy?
All right, so for extreme weather, everybody knows that we're kind of going through this shit right now. Whether you want to call it the Pineapple Express, your atmospheric river, whatever the fuck you want to call this weather that we're getting into. I do have a question. When it comes to weather, Sean, are you a believer in like a type of weather? Because this topic came up not too long ago.
What?
Not on here, but outside of this, outside of the studio here. And the question was posed: do you believe in earthquake weather?
Oh, okay. Type. Okay. All right. Sure. I believe that there are some type of weather increments that could probably elicit earthquakes more than others, for sure. I mean, because if you look at it from like a statistical point, right, across the entire timeline, I'm sure that there are certain weather patterns that give you more earthquakes than others, but the likelihood is probably very slim. But yeah, sure, I'm a believer.
You're a believer in earthquake weather, and it's funny because I was talking to somebody and they adamantly were against earthquake weather. They were like, "What the fuck is earthquake weather? How does an earthquake happen based off of weather?" I get it, like a tornado, yes, can happen. I mean, atmospheric pressures and things mix in, hot, cold, shit happens. Same thing with hurricanes, typhoons, all kinds of shit like that, right? But they were just adamant about earthquake weather. And I've lived through some earthquakes. Sean wasn't born yet. Clearly, I'm not dead, so I did live through an earthquake. So the '89 earthquake that happened around Loma Prieta or whatever happened around here. So I can say this with confidence, right? When it comes to earthquake, is typically when an earthquake happens, there's a stillness in the air, and when I say still, the birds stop. Like, it just kind of feels like the energy, the gravity, there's an energy that becomes still right before the shake. So whether you call that a weather condition or like a change in pressure, I don't know what you would categorize it, but I can say every time I've been in an earthquake that it does feel like the conditions change suddenly and then it starts to happen. So is it weather related? I don't know, but it certainly feels like there's a significant, like a feel to earthquake. But I just thought it was kind of funny that there was this big debate on earthquake weather, and I wanted to ask you, like,
I'm with you.
Anybody
I
listening,
feel
like, is there earthquake weather?
Yeah, for sure. No, I feel like there is some earthquake weather. Like it does make sense to what you're saying. But I would think from like a scientific point even too, right? Like let's get non-scientific with it because we don't know science here. But I would like to think that in my mind, let's say we go from like heavy pouring rain, to all of a sudden sunny and fucking dry as fuck, like wouldn't that make the tectonic plates shift just a little bit?
Don't know.
Because the rain is like slowly seeping in there, lubricating the plates, and then it's like it makes a little shifty thing, I don't know. I didn't go to school. I don't read.
Yeah, so. I think that's the whole push about like fracking and all that. You can go on forever about fracking and that whole thing, and some people believe that it does contribute to earthquakes. Fracking,
right? Because they're like fucking hitting the plates and shit, and it's like shifting them and stuff, and
it's
that's
drilling and putting water and liquid into to between rocks and shit. So I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a geologist, but I don't know.
Listen,
don't know enough.
Joshua's a doctor. I'm a musician, and we're two people on the internet telling you the truth. Take it for what you will.
There you go.
All right. Anyways, last one, Joshua.
Ready for the
Beer
last
goggles
one? Okay.
2.0. What you got?
Beer goggles 2.0. So I was, I had this just dawned upon me, right? Because with the advent of Google glasses, the advent of, just all these things you can put on your face and just see shit, right? Google's got them, Apple's got like all these things. So I got to thinking, what if there was a company out there that could design a pair of glasses that allows you to see people how you want to see them?
What does that mean?
So say you're walking down the street. Say you're walking down the street and you see the same person. You don't want to judge. You're like we all got different flavors, right? And unibrows you fucking hate unibrows, right? You know what I mean? Like there's something like they scare you. Let's say you have a phobia of unibrows. So in these glasses. Sure. You can go in there and AI just kind of eliminate anything you look at that doesn't welcoming to your palate. So now you can just see the world the way you want to see it through these glasses. So it's kind of like beer goggles 2.0. People get fucked up. Okay. And then all of a sudden the person that wasn't attractive when they got there just becomes like they're Prince Charming or whatever. Like they just want to go to bed with them, it doesn't matter. And they wake up the next morning. You're like, fuck, you rolled on my hair and shit. So would you be interested in glasses that you could wear, or would you be interested in glasses that you could put on and just fucking, you program your boss to look like a fucking clown through these things. And every time you see me, like, you know what? I love you, guy. You're the fucking best. And then they go like, why are you so happy all the time when he looks at me? Because you look like a fucking idiot through these glasses or whatever it is. It's not through your boss. It could be anybody, But would you be interested in glasses like that just kind of change the world around you?
Yes. Under the one stipulation is that if these glasses could turn people into cute animals, like if I'm looking at you right now, if it turned you into a cute looking puppy, like that would be the only stipulation. Because I feel like with these glasses, let's just say you put them in the wrong hands and all of a sudden everything gets a little more June 6th vibe, just a little more violent in the world today, So that's why I'm saying I would only use these glasses for good. And I would want people to look like cute little puppy dogs, which I think could in turn backfire, because then I would be wanting to pet people, and that would be weird. So
yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I guess if you use them for like nefarious reasons, like you just programmed hate into your glasses, but you wouldn't need your glasses for that because you're already programmed like that anyways. You're just a fucking asshole. So what you wouldn't spend
it easier to do that. So
yeah, but you wouldn't spend $2,000 on glasses to just make the world more disgusting because you already feel that way about it anyway. So you get that shit for free.
Joshua, those people would do that because it would make it easier to do that. Like, then they don't have to look at anybody. You spend $2,000. Oh, and guess what? Everybody looks exactly like the way I want them to. There's that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I think if you're buying it, you're probably going to buy it because your life sucks and you want to make it better. Because most people, I think, generally want their situation, things they look at to be better. Like, who wants to get to a red light and just stop? You'd rather have it see green so you can run that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think most people want to progress and be happier through situations, not just be fucking bitter. So I don't know. I have to like push back a little bit because I don't think people are going to spend money to make their life worse. I think they're going to spend money to make it better in a way. Like what,
Yeah, that's why those people who can afford to buy those glasses are going to make their life better by only seeing the people they want to see. And the people who can't afford those glasses are the people who really probably want those glasses. They're not going to have the opportunity to buy them. So, okay. Joshua, it's, yeah, I mean, sure. Give me beer goggles 2.0 since I'm already not faded enough right now. Oh man! All right, buddy. Let's try to fucking land this plane.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We've gone almost an entire hour without one joke, Joshua, about you, and I feel bad about that.
All right, we got jokes. Let's hear a joke.
No, I don't got any jokes. I don't got any jokes, buddy. I'm just kidding. I'm just pulling your third leg. No worries. All right, buddy. What do you got? You got some fortunes. You got some fun finds. What are we doing?
Fortunes, yeah. Okay, we're gonna hit it because I think we've been jumping off on the dirty. I don't know what we did last week. Last week was such a long time ago. Only 7 days ago. But we're gonna go. I think this is out of the boozy dozen.
Oh, the boozy one always sucks for us. So I'm hoping that this one's pretty decent.
I know. And you know how I know it sucks is because when I picked up the box, there was way more in the boozy than there was the dirty. So I got to get through the shitty ones to get back to the good ones. So hopefully there's a good.
That's great.
There's a good little something in this cookie. So let's see. Let's see what the old the boozy's got for us. So if I can read today, because I couldn't read for shit last week, it's having a really hard. I think
it was the handcuffs. The handcuffs got you.
It was the handcuffs. I think that was the key. Like that kind of kept me going there. All right, here you go. Here is your boozy fortune right here. For November 26th, episode 61. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Tonight, you will be visited by 3 spirits. All of them will be vodka.
That's fucking good. That's a good one. All right. Okay. That also kind of leads us, sadly, into the Christmas season with that one. So that's chef's kiss. Chef's kiss boozy dozen. You guys did it this week. Appreciate that one. Wonderful, dude. Wonderful. Buddy, got any fun finds for us?
Fun finds. What did we hit last week? I think last week we hit it with a Deadpool. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Deadpool and Jaws.
Yeah. To finish off, that was also a value find because that thing, I got that one for free. Ended up being like $60-something, so that was a big plus. But yeah. I'm gonna keep it going because the weather's getting shitty. It's getting cold, so me and Deadpool, we're gonna snuggle up in the snow because what I got for you is in the snow Deadpool right here.
Snow Day Deadpool. Oh shit, that's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
Joshua, you have a lot of cool ass Deadpool ones that when I go down there, I'm gonna steal. And they will become right here. They will sit on the background over here.
Yeah, so that thing's pretty sick.
It's beautiful.
Little Deadpool. Yeah,
fucking sick, bro.
Speaks to the seasons.
Sick one with it. Hell yeah, my guy.
What about you, buddy?
Beautiful.
What do you got over there? You got fun finds or?
I got some fucking fun finds, buddy. I'm just gonna do one fun find this week to kind of dip our toes into the Christmas season. So this week I have another Peanuts character. This little guy, his name is motherfucking Charlie Brown. And he has the saddest Christmas tree anybody has ever seen with the Charlie Brown Christmas tree in there. Look at him. Sad little Christmas tree. So that is the one I have for this week, buddy. This one is beautiful. It's not meant to be inside this plastic case, but it's just the way it came. So fuck it. And that's the way we do this kind of thing here. So yeah, Charlie Brown with his tree. Beautiful introduction into the Christmas season.
Wait, who has a better tree? The Grinch tree or the Charlie Brown tree?
Charlie Brown for sure. Charlie Brown has the best Christmas tree. And if not, grill me in the comments because I think Charlie Brown has the best Christmas tree. And also the best music, but that's different. So, whatever. But just let me give people some lucky numbers for the week before I forget because my brain is forgetful. So, here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your lucky numbers for the week are as followed. 2, 11, 17, 20, 37, 40, and 49. Once again, your lucky numbers are 2, 11, 17, 20, 37, 40, and 49. Use them for whatever nefarious turkey.
He almost got through it.
Use them for whatever you want, guys.
Lisp that just comes in all of a sudden. Yeah.
This is what happens when I drink too much whiskey, and Joshua leaves me here waiting for him for like 17 hours. Just like that turkey in the background. I'm feeling myself, baby.
Well, it's either that or you spend too much time watching the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Maybe some of that lisp kind of rubbed off on you a little bit. Got to give it to Iron Mike, 58 in the ring. Jesus Christ.
Hey, the one thing that we got positively out of that was a beautiful shot of Mike Tyson's ass. Can we just go on record and say that? That's America's ass right there. That's the ass I'm voting for in 2016.
I think that was the ass that took out Netflix, crashed Netflix. The ass that crashed Netflix, Iron Mike.
Put that in the doobly-doo. All right, Joshua, do you have anything left to say to the people here on this Thanksgiving week episode?
No, I mean, other than the weather's coming for a lot of you. I think actually some people died up in where you're at, right, Sean? I think there was a couple of fallen trees. Yeah, 2 people died up where Sean's at. So,
not to be saying very lightly, not to be saying like, whoa, 2 people died.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Did lose their life. Yes,
the weather's coming. So if you haven't checked your tires, like I haven't, I'm just going to give you all things I haven't done yet. So I'm at high risk right now. Your tires, your brakes, your windshield wipers, all the things that kind of keep you safe. Do your best. Be careful out there because the weather's coming, and it's gonna be a serious winter. I don't know. I think a lot of people think it's gonna be a dry one, but I'm thinking opposite.
Yeah,
like I called crypto, I'm calling weather.
Whoa. Hey, TikTok, we called crypto. Check it out in our previous video. Yeah, you're welcome.
It was back in August. Yeah, we looked it up. Back in August, we called it. It boosted crazy. But other than that, just be safe out there. Drive safe. Take care of each other. Happy holidays. Eat some food. Get fat. And I love all you guys. Thank you for watching and listening.
I love you too, Joshua. I love you so much, buddy. I mean, you're just talking to me right now. Like nobody else is here. Like it's just you and me.
This guy's out of control. This guy's lost it.
No, I'm in control. Trust me. I'm Tokyo drifting this shit. Anyways, guys. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We do honestly appreciate it. It means a lot. We do appreciate the viewer questions. We appreciate the shout outs, the mentions, all of that fun stuff. It does mean the world to us because we love doing this and we love doing it not only for ourselves, but for now everybody who listens and watches. So that's awesome. But like Joshua said, have a great and safe holiday. We will come back to you guys next week and start the Christmas season, Joshua. Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready for that one, my dude. Like, damn. I just want to foreshadow something real quick. The old lady and I have been watching the Harry Potter movies again. In a marathon kind of thing.
Did you just say
the old lady and I have been watching the Harry Potter movies again in a marathon, and I have some thoughts on that I'm very excited to share. But I wanted to get it through the Christmas season, or I wanted to start it with the Christmas season, so we're gonna do that next week. So that's gonna be really fun. And then I have something called a Chia Cam, Joshua. I'm gonna spoil this right now, but there's gonna be a Chia Cam, and I am talking about a Chia Pet. So get ready for that, everybody. So thank you guys again for watching. Thank you for listening so much. We are out of here a little early, but it's a late night pod. You get what you get. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. We will see you guys next week. Joshua, I didn't forget. You and me, we're going to smother each other in gravy. And then we're going to dip our little feetsies. Dip our little toesies into the yams.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Let's fucking go, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next week. Deuces.